long story short, I met Taylor Swift.
You met Taylor Swift.
Do you not know that?
We're filming right now, so I don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
I always was like, I think I can be a YouTuber. Like, I really see this for myself. That video is today my most viral video on YouTube. 4.2 million views.
Damn.
I was going to the Eras Tour like it was my full-time job. Got invited to be on Good Morning America. I got interviewed by Daily Mail. Is this like me just trying to show them what I love about Taylor Swift, or am I trying to make them a Swiftie?
You're trying to make them a Swiftie. Welcome back to Car Mukbang. I'm here with
Mccall.
And where are we at today, Mccall?
Chick-Fil-A.
Let's go!
My order, is that how this works?
Not really, but I mean, should I?
No, actually, mine's just like nuggets, but that's a fun idea. You should get the person's order.
Low-key, that is a fun idea. Okay, I'll get your order.
I want to try the grilled nugget.
Oh, I heard those are like better.
You've never had the grilled nugget. They're just not deep frying them, right?
No, I think they're just
grilling them.
Yeah, they're just like the nuggets without the breading.
That's low-key kind of lame.
Who
have you had on?
So far, I've had Crizzy, I've had Jaden, I had Joshy, I had this guy named Calvin. He does Twitch. He's also from the area.
Period.
And that's you.
First girl.
Let's go. I'm gonna have a girl I fumbled.
Oh.
I did like a stream. It was a blind date, and I totally bombed it. So I'm gonna have her on the show.
That's lit.
So I'm gonna need your advice on how to go about things, cause.
Oh, did you see the reel I posted today?
No.
I said, get ready with me to get ghosted.
You got ghosted?
I always get ghosted. I'm not the person to ask.
But you know girls though.
I do be knowing girls.
Exactly. You low-key like are a girl, low-key.
I low-key am a girl.
Like a low-key.
That's crazy.
Last time I saw her, like I did a money spread on her.
You did a what?
I did a money spread on her.
Oh, like you had cash in?
Yeah. It was kind of,
Was she into it?
No.
You don't think so?
No, she said she'd be down to be my Valentine, but we never went through with this. I don't know.
That's not a fumble. That's you didn't follow through. That's on you. Bro, if a guy asked me to be his Valentine and then he just never did anything, I'd be like, what did I do?
So then I did fumble. Because then she probably thinks she did something wrong, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like fumble is like, I guess fumble is you messed up, but I feel like that usually means that she lost interest, but it's like you just gave up. Like you just never followed through.
Damn. It's even worse when you put it like that.
You could tell her, you could make it a bit. You could be like, I'm making up the fact that like I never took you on an official date.
Ooh, is that smooth, low-key?
I don't know. Or maybe that'll get you ghosted.
What is the Mccall Chick-fil-A order? What do we get today?
Grilled nuggets, a medium fry, Chick-fil-A sauce, and a Diet Coke. I wish you guys could smell that.
Guys, it smells like pure protein. You're gonna walk away being jacked as hell. Cheers.
You guys, the angels are singing.
1 through 10. 10 being really good.
Probably a 5. I'm like, I could make this at home. If you're gonna go to Chick-fil-A, might as well get it breaded or deep fried or whatever it's called.
So what do you do, Mccall?
I do social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, that's it. And I'm a long form YouTube baddie. I just love a long form video. I feel like obviously short form is super popular right now and I love short form, but I love making long YouTube videos. I also call myself a full-time fangirl because I go to a lot of concerts and I do a lot of pop music stuff and I wear costumes and I love it. And sometimes I document hard things.
You pretty much like go to concerts for a living then?
Low-key. I go to concerts and I kind of review them and show what they look like, and I love getting merch. Oh, I'm a merch girly. If I go to a concert, I have to get a t-shirt every time.
I feel that.
Every single time I have to get a t-shirt.
I'm a merch girly too, low-key. I low-key commend you for that because I love concerts, but I don't monetize myself going to them. And I feel like that's so smart.
Really
do what you love.
I love music. I love pop culture. And I love doing my makeup. I love dressing up. And I've just kind of combined it in a million different ways. Like if you go on my channel, it's like album theories, what I think artists are gonna do next, reviewing albums, going to concerts, just doing my makeup, and then little random things. I posted a ton about when I quit nicotine, and that was a thing for a while. It's just kind of whatever. I love it so much. I love what we do for work so much.
Okay, hell yeah. I think now, guys, is the time when we get into a segment called Day One. Day One segment is the segment where we talk about how people started doing what they do. So for you, you do YouTube. But how did it start? Okay,
so basically, I went to a middle school that was also a high school. When I was a 6th grader, there was this senior in high school who I thought was so cool. Her name is Cassie Polson. She still makes content. She was a YouTuber. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be her so bad. And so I started a YouTube channel, which I always wanted to do. I started posting, and in middle school, like no traction, no one cared. And then in high school, I started doing track content. So I was a runner. And then little things about my life. And I had a couple videos do well. Like I did like a glow up video, and that did well. And then I went through a breakup, and that to this day is one of my most viral videos. It started picking up, and I was like, I want to do this so bad. Because I, probably like you, grew up on social media. I feel like that's a lot of our generation.
Yeah.
Grew grew up watching YouTube, and it was like my dream job, and I just always had the delusion. I was like, I think I can do this. I think being delusional gets you far in life. I really think it's just the people who believe in themselves. Like, everyone is gonna get told no in their life, and so it's really the people who don't listen to the no and keep going. Like, I'm actually extremely mediocre. I just believed in myself. And so if anyone's watching this and they want to start a YouTube channel, do it.
I don't know, I can't relate, because like I feel like I'm mad different, you feel me? I feel like a lot of the people I talk to about content have started since they were like kids, like since they were like 4 type of deal.
Well, I mean, posting. I've always been filming videos, and I literally have so many. Growing up, my parents always did home videos. So I have videos of me singing and dancing all throughout childhood. And then I got my mom's old phone, and I started recording, and I have it, and I'm gonna show you. And I'm like, I want to be a famous singer when I grow up, so I'm making this documentary. And I would like document myself singing. But I was never allowed to post online until 6th grade. It's so funny because like the way I talk in this video is how I talk today. Like, I really am just the same.
I want to be a singer when I grow up, but I can't just sit here. So, my parents said I can't jump around and sing because I need to get better. But, I'm just going to make in some documentaries.
I just love, I want to be a singer, and like, I can't just sit here.
I want to be a singer when I grow up. And I promise you right now, promise you, you'll see me on a stage one day.
I promise you.
I've planned a lot of things, just need to make it.
A lot of things are in the works.
So,
I planned a lot of things, I just need to put it in action. Me saying that young is crazy.
That was over 10 years ago too.
So you can watch me from now to when I'm a singer.
You still want to be on stage?
Yeah. I feel like my whole entire life I've wanted to be a singer. It's probably the only goal in my life that means that much to me and is so big that I've procrastinated it. Because it really is a fear of mine, like, oh, if this doesn't happen, that's gonna be crazy because it's my biggest dream. But like, that fear has stopped me from doing it in a really weird way.
Yeah.
And it's unlike me because anytime I have a goal, I'm like, let's do it tomorrow, or like, let's do it right now, you know?
Literally
like,
how we planned this video.
Yeah, I'm like, let's hop into it, like, let's do it immediately. But with singing, it's really been this thing, I'm like, oh, I'm so scared of it not happening. And so actually, I had this like talk with myself, and in February, I started singing lessons.
Oh, sick.
So I've been doing singing lessons. I do like revisit those videos, and I have so many of them. And all of them, I'm like, I promise you. Like, me at like 10 being like, I promise you I'll be a singer. And I'm like, oh, girl, like, we still want that. Like, what a disservice to not go after.
At this point in time, you have a really good segue into that.
Especially with
like,
the concert stuff. Yeah,
like, your stuff already revolves around music so much that, like, if you came out and said, yo, I'm gonna be a singer now, it's not gonna be like, what the hell? It's gonna be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, you know? Because, like, you know how YouTubers be, they, like, blow up and then suddenly they making music. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I thought you were just, you know? But I feel like that would actually make a lot of sense.
I do think it would segue.
Next video, front seat at the show. I'm gonna start doing concert videos, and the first concert video is gonna be Mccall. I did content about quitting nicotine. You wanna talk about that?
Sure. I was addicted. Oh my gosh. See if I was live. I vaped for 4 years every day, and I quit nicotine, and I'm actually really passionate about it. It changed my life. It honestly changed my life. So it was really hard for me to quit. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna post this YouTube video about like everything I went through. That video is today my most viral video on YouTube.
What's that?
4.2 million views.
Damn.
It changed my life. I got invited to be on Good Morning America. I got interviewed by Daily Mail. I was on TV for American Greed. It really changed my life. I started working with this nonprofit Truth, who I love. As the years pass, I think I'm 3 years off of it, we're learning more and more about nicotine. For a long time, we were able to say, oh, but at least it's not cigarettes, and we didn't have like the data for what was happening. And I should try to find the article because it was like a really crazy title. But I think when we're older, we're gonna see a lot of people potentially maybe even get cancer from it. I did it for 4 years, so I'm not exempt from side effects. I mean, popcorn lungs is a really real thing. I think we're just gonna find out how bad it is. And I know it's so trendy and a ton of my friends do it. I'm passionate about speaking out against it because it is so dangerous. But I did it, so it's like no tea, no shade.
Because you come from experience, it makes you a lot more relatable to people that are trying to quit.
I agree. I also think for now that I'm like a little younger, and especially when I quit, I think I was 19, and so I was especially then able to like relate to people who are in high school and stuff. And I actually just did my first public speaking event. It was like the Attorney General's, it was like a thing, and I spoke in front of adults about how like I got nicotine as a minor and stuff. And the more I do, I'm like, this is something I'm really passionate about. Have you ever vaped?
No.
Rare. He's not like the other girls for real.
I'm really not like the other guys. Like low-key like golden achiever kind of. How long did it take you to like fully quit? Like at which point, was there a point where you were just like,
It was cold turkey.
Oh, damn, so you just like stopped.
I just stopped and I experienced like every side effect. And I have nightmares of me hitting it.
Nightmares?
Yes, because especially now that I work with a nonprofit, in my dream, I'm like, I just ruined everything.
You're so far into it that if you did hit it right now, it would feel like that even in real life.
Yeah.
And then you went from like nicotine content and you like went into the concert. What was the first concert video?
And if you would have told me when I was doing the nicotine stuff, if you would have been like, hey, your next thing is going to be concerts, I would have been like, what? Like, how do you even segue into that? I went to the Eras tour, Taylor Swift's Eras tour. I went to a show and I posted about it. I was like, I'm gonna make a little YouTube video about this and make some TikTok. And I don't know if anyone's gonna care because like the video before is like, I quit nicotine. So, but they did really well. And I was like, what? Like, someone will watch me go to a concert? And so then I kept doing it, and the Eras tour also changed my life. Like, that was a pillar in time, like a monumental moment in my YouTube career. And then I just started going to a ton of Eras tours, and then brands started inviting me, and then long story short, I met Taylor Swift.
You met Taylor Swift.
Do you not know that?
We're filming right now, so I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I think you should tell the story of how you met Taylor Swift, because that's crazy.
Okay, I love this story. Anyone who wants to ever hear about it, I will tell you. So let me tell you. I was going to the Eras tour like it was my full-time job. And every single Eras tour show, Taylor Swift gives a hat of hers to an audience member and like hugs them. And so I made this video and I was like, Taylor Swift, please choose my sister to like receive the hat, because my sister is the biggest Swiftie of all time. Taylor Swift has like told my sister, I love you so much, it's impossible to verbalize. And like they've had multiple interactions online.
They were like tapped in like that.
Right, they had like multiple interactions. So I was like, I just explained that in the video. And then it didn't happen, but that video went so viral. 20,000 comments tagging Taylor Swift and her team. I know Taylor Swift gets tagged in a lot, but it's like 20,000 mentions in like 24 hours. I was like, I think she saw it, you know? But it didn't happen, which is totally fine. Then a couple months later, Taylor Swift is coming out with the Eras Tour movie. And my sister gets a message from Taylor Swift's team. And they're like, we want to invite you to the premiere of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour movie. And we didn't even know if she'd be there. They escort us to this barricade and there's a red carpet. And so then we're like, okay, Taylor's gonna be here and she's just gonna walk the carpet. And like, there's this barricade. Taylor Swift comes out and she doesn't strut the carpet. And there's like a ton of paparazzi there and news source. She just starts meeting the fans. Like, she doesn't even like strut the carpet, get a photo. No, she just like literally goes to the barricade and starts meeting fans for more than an hour. And my sister and I were at the barricade. I was like, Madison, this is all you've ever wanted in life. You have to like talk to her, because there was a lot of people there. So like everyone like got a photo with her, but like to really meet her, I was like, get your head in the game.
Lock in.
Like lock in,
yeah.
You know? And so my sister, like, she was in front of me. Taylor Swift like kind of passed my sister, but then looked at my sister and went, oh, hey. And I think, even if Taylor didn't know my sister's name, I think she recognized my sister. I mean, first of all, my sister has a shaved head. Like, she has a unique look, you know? But Taylor was like, oh, hey, like, takes a step back and talks to my sister and was like, I love your eyeliner. And my sister was like, thank you. Taylor Swift was like, thank you for coming. And then, like, they were taking a photo. And I just sat there and kind of watched it happen. I was like, oh, that's Taylor Swift. It's my lock screen. No one's a bigger Taylor Swift fan than my sister. And I was just, like, watching them have their moment. I was like, this is insanity. And then there was 13 different theaters full of fans and her friends. Like, I was in a theater with Adam Sandler. We had a seating chart, like it was assigned seating.
Crazy.
And Taylor Swift came into our theater and she was like, you guys have been hand selected to be at this premiere. She said, I'm gonna watch the movie in your theater. So she watched it in our theater, a 3-hour movie. Taylor Swift was in my theater. There was 13, but she was in ours and she was in our row.
That's crazy. Okay, so we talked about how it started. We talked to where we are now. Now it's time for the segment called Off the Clock. Guys, this is the segment where we talk about what people do when they're not going to concerts or making long form videos. What do you do in your free time, Mccall?
That is really all I do. But, like, if I'm being for real, I absolutely love Jesus and my faith is really important to me. So I do like 2 church groups a week. For sure 1 when I can 2. And I try to start my mornings with reading my Bible. And I do incorporate my faith online, but that's absolutely crucial for me. I love movies. I'm the biggest Marvel fan. Oh my gosh. And one of my other biggest dreams is to be in a Marvel movie. If there was a day where it's like I'm a singer and I was in a Marvel movie, that's it. I like reading. But I really kind of am doing what we do all the time, but I love it. I really love it so much.
Do you have a favorite like Marvel movie you watch more than the rest?
I really love Black Widow's standalone movie because I wanted that for so long. It was so worth the wait. Iron Man is my favorite.
Yeah.
So any of the Iron Mans, but I know me and everyone else.
Endgame must have been rough.
Endgame, oh my gosh. And I literally got a spray tan right before for prom, and then I went and saw Endgame, and I was like trying not to cry. Because if you cry with the spray tan.
Oh yeah, it's gonna all like, I heard the new ones are really good.
Thunderbolt. I just saw Thunderbolts. That was really good. That was giving like, Marvel is back.
I heard it was the best movie since Stan Lee's passing. It's so very old Marvel coded that like it really hit like the.
Yeah, but then are they not counting Spider-Man No Way Home, where all 3 Spider-Men were there? Like, did we forget? It was OG Marvel. I totally get why people are saying that, but also I actually loved the Doctor Strange WandaVision one. Not WandaVision. That's the series name, but like when Wanda was in it, because that was kind of, I feel like, one of Marvel's first dabbles in horror a little bit. She was creepy in that, and I really enjoyed it. I love to exercise. I go through phases. We've been on an off season. We have been on an off season. The clothes are feeling tight, but I've been getting back into it. I think moving our bodies is so good for us. I love running, and I'm so mediocre at it. I average a 12-minute mile.
But if you do long distance, like if you do several miles, then it's like.
It doesn't matter if I'm doing 1, it's 12 minutes. It doesn't matter if I'm doing 13, it's 12 minutes. I'm a 12-minute miler. I'm pulling up 12 minutes every time. Because I love showing people, like, girl, let's do it mediocre.
Right.
Do the things you love and be mediocre and work at it. I am kind of on the running TikTok side of things, and there's a lot of girls who can do a 7-minute mile. That's fantastic. I do a 12-minute mile, and you would think I did a 7-minute mile. Like, I drip sweat. I'm panting. It's my truth, but I love running. If someone's watching and they're like, oh, like, I've been wanting to run, but I wouldn't be very fast. Who cares?
Just run.
Just run.
I feel like especially with our jobs, like we sit so much.
Yeah, I need to get a standing desk and a walking pad.
I got a standing desk, and I'm gonna be so honest with you, I never stood behind that desk. I just be sitting all the time.
I literally have days where I'm going to bed and I look at my watch and I walked 900 steps. It's like, that is impressive to do that little. I'm like, oh my gosh, I walked to the bathroom and back? Like, I literally, like, those days that you're just.
Walk around the kitchen and go back.
I'm for real. My schedule allows me to work out, and I'm just not utilizing it. So when I see the 900 steps, I'm like, what in tarnation?
Now we know what you do off the clock. It is time to get into a segment called Who's On Aux? Guys, just like the name suggests, we're gonna hop on Aux, and I feel like we've talked about music so much that it's only right to finally get to this segment. Do you have a favorite song right now?
Ooh, it's always changing, you know how it be.
Yeah.
I have a Taylor Swift song that's just always a favorite, and it's actually a remix.
Ooh, okay, bet.
Touch me and you'll never be alone. Island.
Security pulling up to vibe with us, I think, guys. This song is a banger, though.
It's lit.
You have like a sad song.
Always. Oh my gosh. Always. This is called Making the Bed by Olivia Rodrigo.
I get it. I get it. I really do get it.
A lot of the times when I'm sad, I'm like, this is my fault. Like, I made the bed, and this song's about that. Like,
When you're sad, is it like a go on a drive and like scream the lyrics type of moment, or do you just like sit and like ponder? You're like, damn, like.
It's definitely like sit in my bed and cry.
Okay, that's real.
I truly am like put my headphones on and sit in bed and just cry.
And just like lock in.
I think crying it out, like as soon as I'm done crying, I'm like, all right, like I got that out.
Yeah.
Like let's move on.
All right. Do you have like a hype song? If you play the song, you're hyped up. You're ready to tackle the day.
Okay, this is my bad B-word anthem. If I'm like, I need to feel like a baddie before I get ghosted.
What do you think about the
new album's coming.
And the apple is rotting? The new album's coming! Bro, the brat is crashed out. That means no more brat.
I think that she might go orange neck.
You think so?
Well, she's just been wearing orange. And listen, CharliXCX can convince me of anything. So like next video, I'll probably be like wearing an orange shirt.
Yeah.
But I'm like, orange?
Yeah, out of all the colors.
But I'm like, you know what? Every artist is doing blue. Charlie, don't do blue. And then like we already had pink with Barbie. So I get it. Like who's doing orange?
What do you think of her at Coachella performance?
Oh, I wish I was there.
I felt that. No, the crowd was so dead too.
I saw her in concert. One of the most lit concerts.
Not the sour, Sweat Tour.
Yeah, if you want to talk about an artist having everyone on their feet, like I have videos and everyone's just like it literally was so lit. It was so lit. It was really dope because it was just her. You only needed her.
Troy was opening, right? Troy's one.
Okay, wait. I thought he was opening too. I literally went to the show and thought Troy was an opener. No, it was a duo tour. So Charlie would do 5 songs and then Troy would do like 5 songs and then Charlie, which was a great surprise because Troy also was dope and he had dancers and he had a completely different aesthetic, which was so fun. Like they really complimented each other. But yeah, Danielle and I went, and we thought he was the opener, and then he kept coming out, and we're like, okay, babe, try.
We kind of have to tap into the niche here. If somebody has never, ever, ever heard a Taylor Swift song ever before, this would be like your introduction.
She's done so many different genres. I would ask the person what they like.
Just general pop.
Okay. Well, honestly, I might play someone ready for it, but I already played that. Is this like me just trying to show them what I love about Taylor Swift, or am I trying to make them a Swiftie?
You're trying to make them a Swiftie.
I think I would do New Romantics off of 1989.
I'm gonna have to get a whole playlist of this, Slow.
I'm somebody that I always tell everyone that I like every genre.
Okay, so you're like open-minded.
I'm open-minded.
This is kind of like a dance song. It's by this artist named Nettspend. If Underground had an iceberg, he'd probably be at the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
So if you're looking into underground rap, he would be like,
Party in the building. I almost there, so you can have my shit.
I feel like running to that would be insane.
it's like a good tempo to run to.
That was valid, low key.
Okay. Swiftie approves. Okay, man, for sure. This is your time to tell whatever story you want. So it can be sentimental and super inspiring, or it can just be like a funny story. Like, it could really be any story from your life that you want to share.
Basically, this story is about, I think, the best compliment I've ever received.
Ooh, okay.
Let's set the scene. I was hanging out with my best friend, okay?
Yeah.
And we were just talking about life, talking about social media. And this friend of mine is not on social media, but she's super supportive. This best friend, who's still my best friend, actually kind of out of the blue said, Mccall, you know what I love about you? And she never starts a sentence like that. So I was like, what do you love?
You're like, okay, I'm
What do
sitting
you
on
love? And she told me, I love that you're not afraid to fail, and you're not afraid to fail publicly. I was like, whoa. Because I was like, that's actually so true. And I was going through all of those, so many moments in my life where I've really gone after something and it didn't work. And I was like, I actually am really comfortable with failure. And I think that's like my favorite thing someone has ever told me. And it's really motivated me to like put myself out there again and again and again. If someone's watching this and you want to start something new, or tell someone you like them, or, get that job interview, or do something crazy, sell your car, like do it. Like, and if it doesn't work, that's okay. Like,
It is what it is.
Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? They say no, you don't get it. Like, really, if you really sit with yourself and think, what's the worst thing that could happen? Usually it's not even a bad thing at all. I think in life we just gotta be okay with failing a little bit.
And I feel like failure also scares a lot of people from even trying in the first place.
Absolutely. Even me with singing, it has startled me a little bit from trying, but here we are. I would just say, go out there and fail.
Dang, all right.
Go out there and fail.
Remember, the worst you can say is no. What do you want people to follow from this video?
I would love if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Mccall Mirabella, which is my name.
And it'll be in the description as well if you guys want to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching Car Mukbang. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the same car with a new guest next time. Peace out, everybody.